What's up, world? It's Action Fredo.
It's your boy, LC, you heard. We are back for a reaction of Spring Day. This is one that I did out of town, or when Fredo was out of town. Me and my mom actually did this song. So we figured that, it'd be good for me to see it a second time, for him a first time. I didn't give him any backstory since I do know a little bit about you guys sending me some DMs that explained a little bit more. Yeah. But it's also going to turn into a full Patreon request from Lori Graves, where we are going to do the Spring Day Explained as well. Yeah. So what we might do is cut this up into two different videos. If you're already a member of our Patreon, you'll see it all the way through. If not, hop in our Patreon. We've got other exclusive content in there as well. It's definitely worth you just spending the $3 to come in and binge watch and then bounce if you can't afford it. No obligations. We didn't ask for any of this. But we want to thank anybody who's supporting, whether it be just watching on YouTube, commenting on Instagram, joining us in the Twitch. If you're not on the Twitches, do you party at all? We know what's going on with COVID. Everything's shut down. We're bringing it to you.
Yeah, we're bringing a party to your house. DJ Tezzy's chopping up K-pop. He's also incorporating music of our liking and his liking. It's just a party, man. It's fun, man. People are making requests, having fun in the stream. Literally, you got to get hydrated before you jump in the stream. You're going to be dancing. Your back's going to get tired. And shoes going to get creased.
If you have one of these, keep it handy. It's the only way to instantly bring you back to life is one of these XO light sticks.
Yeah. If somebody collapses, you need a light stick near and handy. It'll bring them right back to life.
It's like an EpiPen.
Yeah, exactly.
We just hit each other with it and we come back.
Okay, so let's get into it so we can get prepared for the explainer. And I'm ready.
Big hit. They need to put me on the background of that. They're definitely in Ohio.
It looks like it. That's dangerous. Train was coming.
말하니까도 보고 싶다. 널 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다. 너무 약속한 시간 나는 우리가 밉다. 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야. 8월에도 겨울이 와. 마음은 시간에 달려가네. 홀로 남은 설국 열차. 네 손잡고
Snowpiercer.
겨울을 끝내봐. 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까. 벌거울 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려요 또 몇 밤을 더 세워요 널 보게 될까 날 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 숨겨올 끝을 지나 다시 봄날이 올 때까지 봄이 올 때까지 그곳에 좀 더 머물러서 네가 변한 건지 아니면 내가 변한 건지 이 순간 흐르는 시간조차 미워 우리가
That shot is crazy.
그런 거지 뭐 그래 네가 난 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지켜 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까 널 풀어내본다
I gotta pause at least once.
What you thinking, bro?
It's definitely giving me like a nostalgic feel. Like it's kind of reminiscing and reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really wrap my finger around exactly the meaning of the song,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely a beautiful song. And I just couldn't get over how creative this shot was. Him in like a pile of clothes, but it was the lighting that did it for me.
Yeah,
He's almost spotlighted on a mountain of clothes. But it was saying, like, I'm looking at the lines and it says, you know, I hate that you left me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it said, but I never stop thinking about you. So is he talking about somebody who passed?
Yeah, so the first time I watched this, I even made a joke at this shot, and I was like, how did they get this shot on the side of my wife's bed? Like, just being funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all just get home late and throw clothes. I got clothes on the side of my bed right now.
Yeah.
But actually, I had somebody send me, I had a couple people send me some messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they said that those were the clothes, like that's a representation of the clothes of, you know, the people who passed when that ferry sank. It was like Seawolf or something like that. It was a disaster.
Wow.
I guess the ferry wasn't properly inspected, and it had some issues. Like, you know, it was overloaded at the time.
Yeah.
And the majority of them were high school students.
Yeah.
And I think they were on a field trip. And what happened is, like, a lot of them drowned. I don't think everybody passed away, but I know that it was a lot of them that actually drowned, and it was a huge traumatizing experience in South Korea, and they tried to silence it almost, and they're kind of using this song to speak against it. So I don't want to, that's just what I read in the message. I don't know too much more, so it's good for me to see this the second time because now I have a different perspective of it. But before, I had absolutely no idea, and I just got the vibes that someone had passed. Like, it was making me think of my grandma and my grandpa who had passed. So the reference of the clothes, the first time I saw it, I made a joke out of it, but, you know, I still had that feeling of, like, maybe it's just someone who's passed, clothes piled up, and, you know, when someone passes, you got to go through all their stuff and get rid of it. But now I'm thank you to whoever sent those messages on Instagram, because when I read them, I was like, woo. So that's the reason why we're going to do the explain video after this in Patreon.
Okay. Continue.
연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데 눈꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 널 보게 될까 널
So I think the cherry blossoms have like a symbolic meaning in Asian culture. This was deep, man. Kind of makes me sad just knowing a little bit of the backstory, but I also respect it from BTS, you know, to pay homage to the lives lost and, you know, their respects to the situation. And I don't think it's a situation that should be hidden, you know, from the public. Like you mentioned that they tried to hide the situation in the media. I think what happens and it needs to be embraced so you can at least offer closure, you know, to the lives lost. And
right.
And
I'm looking forward to the explanation video coming up next, because this is just information that I got via DM. So
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, don't, you know, it's
Yeah.
all good. But
for sure.
I think that I guess in South Korea, the government was really just trying to silence like entertainers who were trying to speak about it.
Okay.
And like, so the references are so deep in this now that I know like the connection and the overall meaning. But even so, like outside of that, before I knew any of this, I had the same feelings you did when I listened to this song.
Yeah.
Like we came from Stray Kids. Like me and my mom did some Stray Kids and some other stuff. And then we got this and we were just like,
yeah.
oh. And this just shows you the power of music, because like, even if I would have heard this, I can just hear their passion,
Yeah.
you know, and I can feel their spirit through this song. And I just felt like, you know, that it was about, you know, missing someone or someone who had passed. And then my mom caught that final reference of like, you know, growing up in the hood, when we saw a pair of shoes hanging up in a tree or over the, you know, electrical wires, like that means somebody passed away.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Like, we knew it was about that. So it just it gives you a definitely like some deep feels for sure.
Yeah.
So,
And then towards the end of the song, it turned into like a little alternative rock sequence, like where I heard the drums and the guitar and the vocals. Like that was absolutely beautiful. And it just reminded me, one of our patrons was telling us when they were on tour a couple years ago, they had a band with them. And I was like, you know what, that'll be a perfect song for this. So I don't know if they've performed this live, but a lot of their music gives me that feel that I would like to hear a band with it. You know, I'm hearing the keyboards and the drums. So yeah, man, there are top tier performers. I do want to see them live at some point. I think that would be an amazing experience. So
yeah, I'll definitely will be there as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to jump into the explain video. If you're supporting us on YouTube and you watch and enjoy, thank you. I want to thank everybody in our Discord and Patreon as well. Yeah. Until next time.
Peace.
But we'll continue. I'm going to edit that.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to jump into the explained.
Don't it feel good to be a patron?
Yeah.
Man, it feels good to be a patron. It's right here. BTS Spring Day. Make sure you got Bulletproof Vibes. So this is a request from, let me pull up my screen. We've been knocking them out. I hope you guys are satisfied. We've been getting to it. Let me go back, because we had to wait on this one. Where's your name at? I think I marked it complete before I... Oh. Well, we can get started. I'll find it.
Okay.
We'll shout you out. I think your name started with an L. I just don't remember what date you booked. It's got to be close to here. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Don't keep the people waiting.
Okay.
I'll find her.
This music video is a tribute to the Seawolf Ferry tragedy. Theory number 1: the boys represent all of the survivors of the tragedy. Here, Taeyoung is feeling survivor's guilt.
Wow. Abandoned suitcases. Oh wow, nope.
Yeah, that's sad.
Wow.
Hold on, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Snowpiercer. Have you seen that movie?
No, have you?
I watched some of it. It was like, I think the world was like coming to an end, but they were like on this train that kind of protected them from the extreme cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a hierarchy of, the wealthy were on this end of the train, all the way down to the poor people. And they were feeding them these blocks of like, they look like granola bars, but towards the end of the movie, you find out that they're like roaches.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it tasted good, don't tell me.
I believe that's the right movie. If I'm wrong, correct me. I believe that's the right movie.
This is a request from Lori Graves. Thank you, Lori. It took me a while to find you in the scheduling. That's how many people have been booking with us. Shout out to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it just said, and it was right here in front of me. So, yeah, the people in the front of the train are like the upper class in the government and treat all the tail people of the train, regular people, in an inhumane way. Yeah, historically, society has operated in that manner, which is not cool. We're all equal.
Belong to the front. You belong to the tail. Know your place. Keep your place.
Man. Yeah, that's really deep, man.
Wow.
I really respect him from that, for going against the grain.
Deep reference right there, RM.
Yeah, man. Hold on, wait.
Ooh, I barely caught the end of it.
Synopsis: the ones who walk away from the omelus is the story of a utopian society whose survival and happiness depends on the suffering of a child. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
In short, it's about someone's happiness. Prosperity means that someone else suffering.
No vacancy.
When the main character reaches the middle of the train, he is attacked by people.
Oh, wow.
Let the rebels through. Also looks like a fun scene. It's actually not.
Dang. Bro, there's so much in this video.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Wow. That's pretty dope, man. They paid tribute to the artist who did that. Never walk alone.
Wow. I liked that part of the video and didn't even know why.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Dang.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't notice this clothes pile outside the train either.
Yeah, that's deep.
That match, that is. I've never heard of the little match girl.
Yeah, it's probably in their culture. A little match girl, an old fairy tale where every time she lights up a match, she sees her loved ones who have passed away. The previous scene, he was alone, but after striking the match, he had everyone around him. That's deep, man. This is like a real captivating video, man.
Yeah.
Pile of clothes outside the train. The pile outside the girl.
Facts.
Yeah. Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm over here emotional, man.
Right.
Man, I can't. Wow, and that's just huge respect gained for BTS for doing that, because it's the easy thing in that situation to do is just be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
What everybody wants you to do, but it takes courage to stand up and fight for what you believe in, and if that's using your platform and your voice to speak out against, I don't even know what you want to call it, speak out against, wrongdoings, then salute to you.
Yeah, there's like, as a creator, there's two moments that are always my favorite moment. It's like when you come up with the idea and the joy that you receive and the excitement and the fuel that you get from that, and then when it's brought to life. So the whole time I'm watching this and actually seeing it explained, I'm like, I would have loved to been a part of that writing process or a part of the process of making that video, because of how thick the symbolism is. Like each shot mattered. So it's not like, they did a music video where they're just standing in the parking lot singing beautiful lyrics and then there's like one or two references. Like, this is the thickest I've ever seen creatively, where every shot, every lyric, everything is tied to something. I've never experienced anything like this, to where it's like every essence of the song and video had a purpose. Yeah. And the actual purpose that it served just makes me look at them completely differently. Like, what a group of guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what a group of excellent, outstanding young men.
And the situation was so delicate that it's only right that you put this much thought and thoughtfulness and effort into the video.
Mm-hmm.
They could have easily... Oh, hold on. Camera.
We're just fixing the camera right now. You guys are close enough to where we'll just be like, oh, we'll just keep it going. Anybody else, or early on in the journey, we would have been freaking out like, we gotta edit that. Oh my gosh. Oh, we still ain't back. So now I'm about to start screaming at Fredo. You got one job, bro. Keep the cameras rolling. This dude is out here clowning, not changing the batteries. But we're back. Yeah, I'm
sorry.
I knew this day would come where I would feel the shift, and it's I like our journey, and I like how we're going about things, because it's like sometimes you just know what you know, and like we've had a lot of people reach out to us like, no man, you guys aren't really getting it. Like you're not, like, you're enjoying their music, you're enjoying them, and you're getting to know them, and it's deeper than that. But I feel like everything is on God's time, or whatever you believe in, but for me it's God. And receiving this the way that we received it is perfect for us, and I just thank Lori for putting it on display for you guys. She went out the way to make sure that we watched it and it was still in perfect timing. What are you thinking, bro?
I think the same thing. It's like we kind of got some of the backstory of BTS, but until you experience things like this in situations, you don't really know how significant some of the things that they choose to do are. Because my respect just multiplied times 10 for them doing this. I kind of mentioned it in the past, like, they kind of speak up on stuff that they believe in, but I'm like, now that I experience it and I see the why, it's starting to click for me. Because if they can be the voice of oppressed, of people who are being oppressed, or situations being oppressed, and they're willing to do that, then amen to them. And I understand now why it's like, oh, TV shows don't really invite them on, or they're getting shunned and they don't really make a lot of public appearances like through invite. And I understand that they're going against the grain, but that's the ultimate respect for me when you decide to say, forget the acclimates, forget the publicity. I'm going to do what's real and what's right. That's that's like way more than anything that you can receive award wise as an artist.
And there's not a single word that I can add to that. I agree fully to that. Like, I ride or die for the underdogs. I ride or die for people who keep it real and keep it true. And that was the first thing that we said to each other when we started this channel. Like, if it ever feels like we're clout chasing, if it ever feels unauthentic, like, let's just stop. Like, the K-Pop-a-thon could have been something cool that we did for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel so much connection to their personality and their story in comparison to ours. Like, they're just genuine, authentic guys with these gifts.
Yeah.
But they could easily just use these gifts and be like, you know, I got the bag, I got the card, I got the, like, no, they're speaking on real stuff. And there's no amount of respect and applause that I can give to anybody who stays true. Like, it's just like a heart connection. Like, if BTS were to walk in here right now, I'll just look at them and be like, man, listen, y'all the realists, bro. Like, everybody give me a group hug. But then after that, like, if y'all didn't bring pizza rolls, if y'all didn't bring some kind of Korean snacks, what y'all about to do?
We got to keep reacting. All
we
right.
got to keep going. So, like, are y'all hopping in on this reaction? If not, then, like, JK, you need to sit on that couch over there. And I don't want to hear no raps from RM unless DJ Tezzy is in here putting the beat on for you, because we got work to do for our people. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all do.
Yeah.
But
no, salute to BTS. Like I said, my respect is through the roof for them, and I look forward to seeing what else they do in the future. What else can they do to and I feel like there's a lot of things that we're missing from them already that they've done that we're looking forward to. So
along with a lot of other things too. It's like we could totally, I know for a fact that we could sit here and deep dive BTS for the next probably couple months. Yeah. But like I said, everything is on, it's framed within the timing and when we're supposed to receive it. Yeah. And that's what makes the journey special. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get a little bit of BTS. We're going to get a little bit of Monsta X, a little bit of AT's story. But ultimately, it's dripping on us in the perfect time to help shift and shape our story.
Yeah. And I want to give a special shout out to Lori Graves for requesting this.
Yeah, Lori, you a real one.
Yes. Thank you, Lori. This was amazing. And, you know, we look forward to continuing to learn and experience not only BTS, but, you know, other K-pop stars and get to know them and their why, because ultimately your why is what connects you to people. Right. And keeps you in the loop and involved. So shout out to you.
Yeah. And it makes me excited to give back too. Like, I have so much music, so much, you know, a little bit of wisdom and knowledge on the things that, you know, I've studied. Mm-hmm. And right now time is just the biggest factor, but that's why we're rearranging things to where, like, we're going to give you some of our content because it's literally in the same realm. And it won't be for everybody, and that's fine. If you hop in here and you just watch NCT or you just watch BTS, power to you. God bless you. We love you. But we also do feel called for those who are just like, man, listen, what can you bring to me? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be another group, another artist, maybe it's, you know, one of my songs, maybe it's one of his videos. And that's just what we're going to do for you guys. And I'm just openly saying that because seeing BTS do something like this is very inspiring to us as creators. Like, I want to get off of this and be like, matter of fact, I need to write a song about what's going on in America right now. Yeah. Like, not just about what I got going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm motivated after this.
I am very inspired. And yeah, from the same sense, you know, I would love to do a deep meaning video, like music video or short film or something, you know, because now that we have a voice, I feel like, you know, we're obligated to use it for positivity. And that's the reason why higher faculty exists, is to connect with and share with other people. You know, our mission isn't a selfish mission, it's to bring people together. And as our audience continues to grow, we will branch out and rope people in and give them this positivity and inspiration. Yep. So thank you for the request. Thank you all for watching who stuck around. This is a very long video. That's why the camera died.
I know.
Until next time.
Peace, y'all. Have a great day.